Teeny and Tugg ran through the jungle to join their friend for an early morning bath, but instead of being in the water hole, everyone was standing around it. The water was full of air bubbles.
"Do you hear somebody crying?"
Teeny asked. Whoosh! Up out of the water burst Mary Barge. She was bubbling and burning with wet tears.
"What is the matter, Birch?"
asked Tugg.
"Are you hurt? Are you in pain?"
Yes,
she cried.
"Just look at me, Tugg. Have you ever seen so many chins? I ate way far too much grass and water plants. And now look at me." "Well, you are hippopotamus after all,"
said Teeny.
"I thought hippos were happy being large." "Do you know what hippopotamus means, Margie?"
Bird asked.
"It means river horse, and that's me."
She started to cry again. Tugg had an idea. He whispered something to Teeny, who scrambled off into the jungle. "Well, Margie," said Tugg, "at least you don't have hair all over like me. No one can tell my front from my back." The other animal started to speak up. Tina Hyena laughed loud and long. "Have you ever heard a laugh like that, Margie? It's so annoying that sometimes instead of laughing, I feel like crying." "Listen, Margie," said Barb Hedgehog, "you should be glad you don't have prickles like mine all over your body when I even scarce Roy Lion." Margie Bird's smile was returning. She did not feel quite so bad anymore. Just then Teeny returned. "Margie, meet Henry. He's new to the neighborhood." Henry took one look at Margie, then blinked as his skin turned pink. "Hello, gorgeous," he said. "Who are you, queen of the water hole?" Well, I know it was Margie's turn to blush. "Wow," said Henry. "Today must be my lucky day. Would you like to go for a swim?" And Margie's tears went away for good. As Tugg and Teeny walked home, the monkey said, "Margie Bird is hippie and happy," and Tugboat. "Yes, monkey face," said Tugg. "Thank you. Goodness, you were there to save the day."
"Have you seen Rocky Rhino?"
Teeny asked. "No," said Tugg. "What's your good friend doing those days?" Before Teeny could answer, Violet jumped out of the jungle. The warthog outbreathed,
"Rocky lost his horn. Come and see."
Teeny and Tugg and Violet ran the way to Rocky's house. Poor Rocky was sitting in his backyard. He did not look the same Rocky at all.
"My horn is gone, Tugg."
"It was right on my face," he cried.
"It must have fallen off, but I don't know where it went."
"What good is a rhino without a horn? That is like a monkey without a tail."
"Rocky,"
Teeny said.
"I will find the substance for your horn."
Tugg shook his head, but that when Teeny made up her mind, nothing could stop her. She ran to the jungle to find a new horn. Teeny stopped when he saw Cuddles Python eating a banana. Perfect, he said. She thought. When she brought the banana back to Rocky, she strapped it on her head. No, said the rhino. Too squishy. Next, Teeny saw Margie go in the water hole. She had a flower behind her ear. That's it, thought Teeny. But when the monkey tied the flower to Rocky's face, he sniffered. Achoo! No, said the rhino. Too sneezy. Okay, said Teeny. I have just the thing. My music stick with the holes in it. Will this work? She asked. No, said the rhino. Too skinny. He sat back down with a heavy thud. All of a sudden, Tugg had an idea. How long have you been sitting here, Rocky? He asked. 3 days, said the rhino. Ever since I lost my horn. Maybe if you stand back up and stretch, you will feel better. No, I am too sad, said Rhino. Will you please try? Said Tugg. All right, sighed the rhino. Rocky stood up on his 4 legs. He stretched, he looked to the right, he looked to the left. Then he looked at where he had been sitting. There was his horn. He had been sitting on it the whole time. Sometimes the answer is plain as the nose on your face, said Tugg, and sometimes your horn is right under your nose. Good Neighbor Day. The day was almost done. Inside Thicket and Tugg and Teeny had just finished giving their house a new coat of paint. Guess what tomorrow is, Teeny? Said Tugg. The weekend. Thank goodness, said the monkey. I'm pooped. No, not that. Tomorrow is Good Neighbor Day. What is that? Asked Teeny. Well, to show we are good neighbors, said Tugg, we will invite all of our friends over for a picnic. Everyone brings their favorite dish. It's called potluck. Then we have finished painting, just in time, said Teeny, smiling. One more thing, Teeny and Tugg. Please paint the picnic table, bench, but be quick about it. I'll go tell our friends while you finish up. But Teeny thought to herself, sometimes monkeys just need to rest. She took out her notepad and began to write a poem. House painting, hard work, then practice playing a song on her music stick. Chuga 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 chug, chuga 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 chug. Next, she painted on her Elsa a rose for gorilla. So it was quite late by the time Teeny finally got around to painting the picnic bench. The next day, friends from all over the jungle arrived for the potluck. Flap the elephant said, Love the new paint job, Tugg. Your house sparkles. Yes, it does. And what a beautiful shade of violet, said Violet. Thank you, said Tugg and Teeny. Everything looked and smelled tasty. Happy Good Neighbor Day to one and all, Tugg said. Let the potluck begin. And so it did. But after they had eaten and guests got up to leave, Teeny nearly fainted. Everyone had big violet stripe on his or her bottom. Oh no, Teeny whispered. Look, Tugg. The paint on the bench did not dry. What a mess, Tugg thought. Thinking quickly, Tugg said, Dear friends, we wanted this day to be a day to remember. So Teeny and I decided to give each of you a special gift. Please look behind you. It is your very own tattoo. The animals stared at each other's backsides, all silence in silence. Then Rory Lion roared, Groovy. Then Tina Tina Hyena laughed, Sweet! And everyone hooted and hollered all the way home. Later that night, when the guests were gone, Teeny said, I waited too long to paint the picnic bench, didn't I, Tugboat? Yes, you did, Monkey Face, said Tugg, but everybody had fun at the picnic, and thanks to you, they went home with a pretty painting that they will enjoy for a very long time.